time ever that we've done this. We've done some boat trips before, but this is the first time that we've done something like this at this time of the year, and that's the great thing about it tonight. It really came off great. The water out here is calm tonight. People are having a good time, and it really went really, really well.
The first tower out here was designed by an engineer who worked with the Army Corps of Engineers. His name was William Swift. He was appointed to begin the process of constructing the first lighthouse here at Minot's Ledge under the direction of Stephen Pleasanton, who was the 5th Auditor of the U.S. Treasury at that time. The 5th Auditor had dominion and jurisdiction over all lighthouses here in the continental U.S. The first tower out here was constructed in such a fashion that the base of the tower was only 25 feet wide, when it should have been 45 feet wide. As a result of having a narrow base, the first tower at Minot's Ledge swayed 2 feet either way, and really proved to be quite a precarious station to be stationed upon. The first two keepers out here were Isaac Dunham and Isaac Dunham Jr., both having been experienced lighthouse keepers at previous stations elsewhere in the United States. But because of their fear of the instability of the first tower and the fact that it swayed with even the slightest swell out here, they resigned after 10 months. They also had endured a couple of rather treacherous storms that really, literally scared them to death. So they resigned from their position. And a gentleman by the name of John Bennett, who had previously served with the Royal Navy, was assigned as head keeper after having moved here to the United States. He and Joseph Antoine and Joseph Wilson were the first assistants after Dunham resigned his position. Well, the problem with constructing a tower of this type was that under Pleasanton's administration with the U.S. Treasury, they were more conscious of costs than they were about the actual construction of the first tower. The object of Stephen Pleasanton's office was to spend as little as possible and do as much as possible with every dollar that they had. If he could return money back to the Treasury after the completion of a lighthouse station, he felt that he had been something of a success, when in actuality, every dollar that was assigned to the project, every penny of every dollar in the budget that was set aside for the construction should have been spent to the maximum to ensure the safety, the stability, and the structural integrity of such a tower out here.
The ominous note in a bottle found by a fisherman the following day clearly defined the horrendous plight Antoine and Wilson faced that fearful night of April the 16th. It stated the tower would not stand through the night. It was swaying 2 feet each way. Antoine's body was found on Nantasket Beach the following day, but it wasn't until October that Bennett discovered the remains of Wilson on Gull Ledge.
The human courage is an incredible thing. My friend and I, Mike Levinsky and I, were talking about that, and we said how wonderful it was that men had that kind of courage, and we didn't know that we could summon up that kind of courage ourselves. We've seen it in the Civil War. We've seen it at the lighthouse. I just can't imagine.
Do you know what their annual salary was?
Probably 25 cents. I don't know how much.
Annual salary was $250.
That's
And they gave their life.
That's yes. And I just can't fathom that whole detail of the human courage. It's just beyond my comprehension.
Very active. We know how to have fun. We have a good time, and also to give somebody their money's worth. When they give us a donation or they give us money towards a project, we can find a way to turn a little bit of that money around and give them something of value in return. Whether it's a cruise, or if you spend $20 on our book, you know, they get a very nice book in return, our Images of America book, things like that. We just know that we can be a little bit innovative and kind of leaders in the South Shore as far as local history goes.
How could somebody, John, become a member of the Scituate Historical Society? And how much money would it cost them?
Well, we're going through a membership change right now. It historically has been $10, but we're going to a $25 basic fee, which will include a monthly newsletter, a 10% discount at all of our gift shop items, and also free admission to our sites. You come down to the Kathleen Laidlaw Center at 43 Cudworth Road. You can sign up there, or you can contact us through the mail at P.O. Box 276, Scituate, Mass. 02066, by phone at 545-1083, fax at 544-1249, or email at history@ziplink.net.
But I'm amazed at the number of people who've come that are from out of town.
Isn't that a wonderful thing, supporting the Scituate Historical Society?
It is wonderful, and they're seeing a great event, seeing the lighthouse, the Minot light from an entirely different perspective.
That's right. Almost up there, close enough to give it a big hug, huh?
That's right.
Well, we have repair and restoration of the Lawson Tower, which is going to be a 4 or 5 year program, and the town is presently doing some analysis of some information that we have to decide the approach that we're going to take. So,
how old is the tower, Paul?
The tower was built in 1902, so that makes it just 99 years. The 100th anniversary coming up next year.
So we may have it repaired by 2002?
It will not be completely repaired by 2000.
But we're on the way.
We're on the way.
And how long ago was that?
150 years ago, I think. I don't know. I think it was
You
one.
got it. Yes. I'm glad you came.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chelsea.
I want to compliment you and the Situate Historical Society for a magnificent job and remembering the boys.
Well, it's good for the town, you know, to have an event like this to remind people not where they are today, but where it all came from, huh?
That's right, Peter. It's 150 years is a long time. And you know, over the years, they had been forgotten. And I never could understand why years ago that there wasn't something done for the boys, but at least now we have.
I think people are tremendously excited about tonight. They were attentive to everything that happened, and we're very grateful that they partook of all of our good things.
And it also says a lot about the society, doesn't it?
I think it does. The society in Situate is one of the best in the entire Commonwealth.
Repeat that, please.
The Situate Historical Society is the best in the entire Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
You know, I agree.
No one can even come close.
Now, Susan, what are the goals, nearby goals of the society?
We have a number of them. One is that we're trying to get the grist mill on Old Driftway taken care of. The GAR Hall, as you know, is well underway. And we have an enormous problem at the Lawson Tower, a water tank that needs to be removed and repairs to the tune of almost $900,000.
How can these members and potential new members, what can they do to support this effort?
We have a brand new membership structure starting July 1, and we'll be sending out a townwide mailing to everyone in Situate. We're hoping that they will take a membership of one sort or another.
And how can we contact them or they contact us? By what means?
There are a number of ways. The trustees can be contacted directly. The Situate Historical Society, they have a telephone number which is 781-545-1083. And they can stop in at the Little Red Schoolhouse any day, and there's a volunteer there.
There you go. And everybody is welcome, isn't that so? You don't have to be a Situate resident to support the Situate Historical Society?
No, and in fact, tonight on this very boat cruise, we have people from out of state, from Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. We're really very proud of this.
You must feel pretty good about the whole thing.
I think it's been a tremendous success.
My husband's treating me for our 45th wedding anniversary.
45th wedding anniversary.
Right.
Wow. And this is the cruise.
The cruise, the booze, and the food.
Cruise to Minot. Not many people have ever taken that on a anniversary celebration, have they?
Well, it's the 143. What else?